Yo, what's good, YouTube? Yo, just like I want to know. Some of y'all probably want to know too. I really want to know what's next for Manny Pacquiao, man. You know, I really want to know what is next for Manny Pacquiao. And y'all follow me on YouTube and y'all know my history here. Y'all know I'm not too fond of the dude Manny Pacquiao. I don't really like him. I don't really like the dude. I don't like his career. I don't like his overhype. I don't like the media attention he gets. I don't like his fake titles. The only thing I probably like about Manny Pacquiao is the trunks that he fights in. I don't know who designed his trunks, but I be liking them shits. That's like the only thing I like about that nigga. But other than that, this dude Manny Pacquiao is in a real fucking hot water right now, man. This dude is in real hot water. He's in a corner right now. You know, that's why we haven't heard his next opponent yet. Yo, tell me, I want one of y'all dudes to tell me, when was the last time we've been 2 months or a month and a half away from when Pacquiao fights? No, when is it? November? 2 months. 2 months and change away from when Pacquiao fights. And we don't know who the fuck he fighting. Yo, within the last 4 years, I want y'all to tell me, when did that happen? That shit never happened. Pacquiao be having his next opponent announced when he's fucking in the ring, sweating and getting punched in the face and punching the other guy in the face. We already know who Pacquiao be fighting next, while he's in the ring dealing with his current opponent. How the fuck we don't know who Pacquiao fighting right now? And today is August 14th. And this dude is supposed to fight November 10th. How we don't know who he's fighting? I'll tell you why we don't know. Because Bob Arum does not know. He's having a hard time thinking of the best strategy, the best decision to go with. Because he's really in a tough situation. For the first time since Pacquiao fought since Pacquiao fought Cotto. I will say Cotto. For the first time since Pacquiao fought Cotto, this dude is in a fight that I don't know the outcome. He's going to be in a fight that I don't know the outcome. I mean, this is what makes boxing interesting. I don't know if this motherfucker's going to win his next fight. You know? I really don't. The betting books on Manny Pacquiao might be 50-50. They not going to be no 4-1 or none of that shit. It's going to be even Steven out there. Because either opponent, from the 3 opponents that I'm hearing, Marquez, Bradley, or Mayweather, can beat this guy. Bradley, I clearly think I thought Bradley won the fight, close unanimous decision. And that fight was a learning experience for Bradley. And he fought him on some fucked up ankles. And the next time he gets in the ring with him, he'll know what to expect. He'll know what to expect. Because we all know Pacquiao, one-dimensional ass, ain't changing shit. He gonna come and do the same damn thing. So that's why you don't ever hear Pacquiao saying, "I want to fight Bradley." I don't know no fighter who feels like he's robbed and has no desire or passion to go back and get his belt. I mean, he has no desire. He's there thinking about Marcus. Oh man, yo, Pacquiao, you such a fucking joke, man. Secondly, he got Marquez now. Everybody know Marquez whooped his ass last time. Everybody know that shit. You know? So that's right there, he really in risk of losing. Because he already lost to this dude 3 times in my book. You know? He already lost to this dude 3 times. And you're about to fight him again. So you in huge jeopardy of losing. Huge jeopardy, because they not. I'll be so shocked that they was to rob Marquez so close to the last time he was robbed. You know, at least with the you know, he fought him in 2008. Then he fought him in 2011. You know, so sometime, you know, people probably forgot. And, you know, what I don't see them robbing the dude so close to the last time they robbed him. You ain't gonna rob him in 2011, then rob him in 2012. Come on. You ain't gonna do that now. Then he has Mayweather. Mayweather was just gonna fuck this nigga up. I don't need to get into that. Mayweather would just wash this dude up, man. I don't need to get into it. I don't gotta explain that style matchup or none of that shit. I spoke on that shit too many fucking times. That's 3 risky fights. 3 of them shits. And he lost his last 2 fights. He lost one on paper officially, and he just got the gift decision on the other one. This dude don't know what the fuck to do. Pacquiao do not know what to do right now, man. Bob Arum don't know what to do. They having a hard time thinking. Maybe a Pac-Tour could write Bob Arum a letter and tell him what to fucking set Pacquiao up for. I mean, what does the Pac-Tours want? What y'all want? Y'all want to see Marquez? Because I know y'all don't want to see him fight Mayweather. Y'all talk all that Floyd is ducking shit, but y'all like saying Floyd ducking. Y'all don't want that fight to happen. Y'all just act like y'all do. Because y'all already know what the fuck will happen. What does the Pac-Tours want, though? Y'all want Bradley or y'all want Marquez? Because either way you go, your man is not going to look too good. And y'all know that shit. Y'all know that. Know what I mean? I don't know, man. I have nothing against Filipino people. I don't know Filipino people. I don't know nobody from the Philippines. When I was going to school, there was this one shorty in there. That bitch was half Filipino. I just wanted to smash that chick. I ain't give a fuck about shorty either. I mean, I don't know Filipino people to say I dislike them. I don't just talk like that to say I dislike any group of people. But these 3 Filipino fighters that I know about right now, Donaire, Pacquiao, and Mercer Gesta, some shit like that. They all got asterisks next to their names right now in my book. All of them. It's not a race thing. I have reason for each of them. The Gesta dude, he fought a guy that's not even good on ESPN the other day, and he was getting fucked up. And he calling out Broner. And I want that fight to happen, you know, because that fight to me is like a similar Mayweather and Pacquiao. I want that fight to happen. I want that to be Broner's next fight. Nonito Donaire, that dude is straight ducking Guillermo Rigondeaux. I like Donaire, and I didn't want to buy into that hype because I felt like Donaire had haters for a long time now. Because if y'all dudes look at Donaire, he don't move like Manny Pacquiao, you know. Donaire more got that personality. If I had the choice to meet one of them, I'll choose Donaire hands down. Like, Donaire seemed like a cool dude, you know? And I like Donaire, and I never wanted to buy into that hype that Donaire was ducking Guillermo Rigondeaux, this dude that just came out of nowhere, and like, I didn't want to buy into that. But I seen how Rigondeaux fight, and I seen how they will match up, and what sealed the deal that made me know this dude Donaire is a fucking clown. I just turned how I looked at this dude was this interview he had. And they asked him about Rigondeaux. And the shit he said just turned me off, and I just knew this dude was a fraud, man. This dude said Rigondeaux, he never seen him fight. He never watched him fight. No, I think he said he watched him fight once, but in his notable fights that he has thus far, he said he didn't see them. He just heard about them. And he heard that he barely throws punches and he's very defensive. And he's you know, I don't want to fight that guy. That's going to be boring. And you know, and he needs a couple more years, and he needs a couple more years, you know. He needs to establish himself before we could fight. Alright, let me shut that down right now. I mean, first off, Guillermo Rigondeaux, I'm not sure how old he is, I forgot, but he's not that young. He ain't no young kid or none of that. Second, one of those fights that Donaire criticized him for was the fight that he had with Rico Ramos. And I don't know if y'all remember that fight. That's how you know Donaire's a fucking pussy. He trying to slander Rigondeaux. Rigondeaux was the one pursuing Ramos in that fight. Ramos was mad reluctant to throw punches that fight. I remember that fight mad clearly because it's like he looked like he couldn't deal with the angles that Rigondeaux was coming in, fighting, like being a slick southpaw and all that. And he was very reluctant to throw anything. He didn't even want to engage in the fight. But Donaire's gonna flip it and say that Rigondeaux was the one being gun shy and being all defensive, and you know. And if you have common sense, that don't add up. Because how the fuck did he get a 5th round stoppage fighting like that? That don't add up. If I'm backing off you, I don't want to engage. And it wasn't a 1-punch knockout. It wasn't a lucky punch knockout. So how did I knock you out in 5 rounds if I was fighting like that? It's not like I caught you with a lucky punch. So how you know this dude is really ducking Rigondeaux, man. This dude is really ducking Rigondeaux. Second, he says Rigondeaux needs more fights. He needs to accomplish himself. Let me explain something to a lot of boxing fans. Even boxing fans don't know this shit. I'm not even just talking about casual fans. You see boxers from Cuba? I don't know if y'all noticed this, but you know, in the Olympics and any amateur meet, they always glorify when somebody beats a Cuban. I'm going to tell you guys why. Cuba is a communist country that basically don't believe that fighters should be able to earn a profit by fighting. That's why Cuban boxers has that title as an amateur. They can't go pro in Cuba. So a lot of these times when these guys are fighting a Cuban, this guy could be a fucking seasoned veteran, but he can't go pro. So he will have damn near, he'll probably have 300 fucking fights under his belt. He done seen all types of styles, done fought every style out there. He done fought good fighters that probably went pro and turned out to be somebody, but he just can't go pro himself unless he sneaks out of Cuba and defects. When you hear that term that they defected Cuba, I mean they denounced their citizenship for Cuba and they claim citizenship for somewhere else. That's what Miguel Cotto trainer did. He defected. He's a citizen of Canada right now. He could, if he was to have stayed Cuban, he would have still been training amateurs in the Olympics. And most likely not even getting paid for this shit. I don't know if trainers get paid. But he would have still, that's what he would have been doing. So how is Donaire going to say that Guillermo Rigondeaux, and I'm pretty sure Donaire has to know that shit, doesn't have enough fights under his belt? It's because he just fucking defected, you dickhead. He just became a pro fighter. Like, come on, man. Like, these guys don't make no sense, man. You know when somebody's ducking somebody, man. Donaire's the duck of the year, man. That dude is seriously ducking Rigondeaux, man. For real. That dude is seriously ducking Rigondeaux. He want no parts of that dude. He want no parts of him. I mean, there's nothing worse than when you fighting against a slick southpaw that has power too. you fighting a threat. When you fighting a slick southpaw that's defensive minded and accurate, because that's what Rigondeaux is. The dude is an accurate puncher. He doesn't waste punches. You know, when he throws stuff, he throws them with pinpoint accuracy. And he's not one of them one punch. He's not like a Pacquiao, you know, only throws straight left. He could do all types of shit with his left hand. When he was fighting Ramos, he hit him with a left hook, a left straight, all types of a left uppercut. He did everything with his left hand on Ramos. There was a time in that fight he was just doing it to him with his left hand alone. He wasn't using his right on him, making Ramos look like a baby. And Ramos went on to win fights after that shit, after that knockout loss. So what does that say about Rigondeaux? It's not like he fought some tomato can bump. Rigondeaux just stepped on the scene and caught a belt. Now you calling your punk ass out and you don't want no parts of him. Talking about he need more fights and all this shit. Shut the fuck up, Donaire. You sound like a fucking joke, man. I lost mad respect for Donaire, man. I lost mad respect for that nigga. That nigga's ducking Rigondeaux. Clearly you ducking Rigondeaux, son. Know what I mean? So it's like all three of the Filipinos, the three horsemen, if you want to call them that, they all in some fucking hot water. Because anyhow that dude, Mercito, gets that fight with Broner, he getting knocked the fuck out. He's getting knocked out. That dude is too easy to hit. Too inconsistent with his offense. He's getting knocked out. Pacquiao, he's on the risk of losing / being knocked out. Donaire is avoiding being knocked out. Because anyhow he fights Rigondeaux, he's getting knocked out. Because he's just proving that he's scared right now. So I can only imagine. And that's the thing about Donaire that I used to like. Like, I remember when Darchinian used to want to fight him and all that. Darchinian used to make it look like, you know, Donaire don't want no parts of me. And that's how Donaire is, you know. He lets people call him out and all that. Then he gets in the ring and fuck them up. He makes people get out of line and disrespect him. Then he gets in the ring and fuck them up. But he sees something in this dude Rigondeaux that, yo, I don't want to fight this dude, man. Like, I see it right through Donaire that he's scared of Rigondeaux. Like, really. Like, he really don't want to fight him. It will be a bad outing. Word. That fight will be bad, man. I mean, I meant to talk about Pacquiao in this video, but that shit just came back to mind. Cause I seen that video with that interview yesterday, and I was just going in the comment section on Donaire like, yo, this dude is ducking. That's what you call ducking. When you spread propaganda, you lie, and you try to convince the public to back you up. That's when you ducking. That's when you're ducking. That nigga is scared of Rigondeaux. So for the three horsemen, the three Filipinos, I don't know what's in store for them, you know. Donaire better continue cherry picking and avoiding top competition. Pacquiao's in hot fucking water. And that boy Mercito's biting off more than he could chew. So let's see what happens, you know what I mean? This gonna piss off a lot of Filipino people on YouTube. I really don't give a fuck about y'all, man. Y'all niggas ain't about nothing. Y'all don't ever show y'all face. I mean, I'm gonna wrap it up right here. I mean, I'll leave y'all comments, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think Pacquiao should do. What's best. If y'all think Donaire is really ducking. And what y'all think about that new kid on the block, man, that's just trying to bite off more than he could chew. Motherfucker got fed a fucking tomato can in front of him. And that dude was giving him work for a second. Just that he happened to be inconsistent himself. That dude was consistent. He probably could have knocked his ass out. But you saying you want to fight Broner. And his style is just there to get knocked out. But it is what it is, man. Y'all leave y'all comments, man. Y'all tell me what each of them guys should do. What's best for them. And if y'all think those guys are good. Because I really don't. I lost my respect for Donaire. Y'all already know how I look at Pacquiao. And this dude, Mercito, ain't showing me nothing. So y'all holler at me in the comment section. I'm going to wrap it up right here, man. 1.